What if I told you that a video game cover, a number 9 shirt, and a 100-year-old curse have more influence on football history than some of the greatest managers who ever lived? Welcome to the beautiful game, where grown men earning millions still blame their failures on ancient hexes and supernatural forces. Today, we're breaking down 8 major football curses that have haunted clubs, players, and fans across the globe. Trust me, this gets absolutely mental. Curse number 1, the EA Sports FIFA Cover Curse. Let's kick off with modern football's most consistent hex, the FIFA Cover Curse. Being chosen for EA Sports FIFA video game cover is supposed to be an honor, but it's turned into a career death sentence for some of the game's biggest stars. Look at the evidence. Ronaldinho graced the FIFA 09 cover at his peak. The very next season, his form collapsed at AC Milan. Wayne Rooney made the FIFA 12 cover and promptly had his worst goal-scoring season in years. Kaká was FIFA 11's poster boy right before injuries derailed his Real Madrid career. Eden Hazard featured on FIFA 20 just before his nightmare move to Madrid, where injuries destroyed his career. It's gotten so consistent that players should be adding no FIFA cover clauses to their contracts. Being on the box might boost your image rights, but it seems to come with a one-way ticket to the treatment room or the transfer list. Even EA Sports couldn't program this level of consistency. Video game curses might seem modern, but nothing tops a club whose very name has become shorthand for failure. Curse number 2, the Leverkusen Curse. No club has mastered the art of almost winning quite like Bayer Leverkusen. Their curse peaked in the devastating 2001 to 2002 season when they managed a truly historic collapse. Leading the Bundesliga with just 3 games to go, they somehow finished second. Then they lost the German Cup final to Schalke, and to complete the misery trilogy, they were defeated by Real Madrid in the Champions League final. 3 potential trophies, 3 heartbreaks, all in the span of a single month. That's not bad luck, that's cosmic punishment. German fans immediately nicknamed them Neverkusen, a title that stuck for decades as they continued their tradition of spectacular near misses. The curse continued for years, with Leverkusen cementing their reputation as football's ultimate bridesmaids. Always at the altar, never the bride. When your club name literally becomes synonymous with choking, you know you've achieved legendary cursed status. Leverkusen's curse affected an entire club, but sometimes curses attach themselves to specific players with devastating precision. Curse number 3, the Kun Aguero Curse. Here's a curse that'll break your heart. Sergio Aguero, Manchester City's all-time top scorer and club legend, once made a fateful promise. He wouldn't cut his hair until City won the Champions League, a promise that would haunt both him and the club. Year after year, City would reach the latter stages of the competition only to crash out in increasingly dramatic fashion. Quarterfinals, semifinals, the trophy remained elusive, and Aguero's hair, well, it kept growing. A visual reminder of their European failures. After a decade at the club, Aguero finally left in 2021, his Champions League dream unfulfilled. And then, in the cruelest twist of fate, City won the trophy just 2 years later in 2023 without him. The curse wasn't on City, it was on Aguero himself. Sometimes the football gods have a particularly dark sense of humor. Individual player curses are brutal, but what about when an entire nation's golden generation can't buy a trophy? Time for some proper English heartbreak. Curse number 4, the Curse of the Hand of God. June 22nd, 1986, Mexico City. Diego Maradona punches the ball into the net, beats England 2-1, and apparently curses the 3 Lions for eternity. The Hand of God wasn't just a goal, it was the beginning of decades of English heartbreak. Since 1966, England's major tournament history reads like a masterclass in creative ways to lose. Penalties, golden goals, VAR decisions, and good old-fashioned choking. France 98, Euro 2004, World Cup 2018, Euro 2020, always the nearly men, never the champions. It's gotten so bad that English fans don't even get properly excited anymore. They just prepare for the inevitable heartbreak with a cup of tea and a resigned sigh. It's coming home, they sing, knowing full well it absolutely isn't. England's curse is national, but what about when an entire stadium becomes cursed? Curse number 5, the Harry Kane Curse. For years, Harry Kane was football's most tragic figure. An incredible striker doomed to never win anything. Tottenham, England, repeat disappointments. It got so bad that Harry Kane Trophy became football's greatest oxymoron, like Arsenal's title challenge or Liverpool's humility. Every major tournament, every big final, Kane would come close, but never quite get there. Euro 2020 final, lost on penalties. World Cup 2018, semi-final heartbreak. Champions League final 2019. Liverpool ruined that dream too. It wasn't just bad luck, it was like a cosmic joke. But here's the plot twist. Kane finally broke his curse in 2025 by winning his first trophy with Bayern Munich. After years of carrying teams that couldn't quite deliver, he moved to Germany and, shock horror, actually won something. Sometimes you've got to leave England to remember what winning feels like. Kane escaped his curse by changing countries, but what happens when your curse involves ritual and superstition? African football gets intense. Curse number 6, the Curse of the Ghana Black Stars. Ghana hasn't won the Africa Cup of Nations since 1982. That's over 40 years of continental heartbreak. But here's where it gets interesting. Many Ghanaians believe their national team is cursed by rival witch doctors. Before major tournaments, it's not uncommon to hear stories about spiritual cleansings, protective charms, and counter curses. The 2010 World Cup quarterfinal penalty miss by Asamoah Gyan? Definitely cursed. The multiple AFCON final losses? Absolutely hexed. The belief is so strong that players have been known to visit their own spiritual advisors before big matches. When Lionel Messi is studying tactics and your team is burning incense, you know you're playing a different game entirely. African curses involve serious spiritual warfare, but sometimes the most powerful curses come from the most unexpected places, like say, a billy goat. Curse number 7, the number 9 curse at Chelsea. Chelsea's number 9 shirt isn't just a jersey, it's a career-destroying hex. Some of football's greatest strikers have arrived at Stamford Bridge, pulled on that cursed number, and mysteriously forgotten how to play football. The evidence is terrifying. Fernando Torres, a £50 million signing in 2011, went from world beater to meme material. Alvaro Morata arrived for £60 million and left with his confidence in tatters. Radamel Falcao, once the most feared striker in Europe, became a shadow of himself. Gonzalo Higuain lasted just half a season. Even Romelu Lukaku's 2021 return became a £97.5 million disaster. The curse is so notorious that Chelsea have actually left the number vacant during several seasons, rather than condemn another striker to its clutches. When a Premier League powerhouse with unlimited money would rather have no number 9 than risk the curse. You know the hex is real. Chelsea's curse might destroy careers, but what about a curse that condemns an entire club to a century of failure? Curse number 8, the Curse of Béla Guttmann, Benfica. This is the granddaddy of all football curses. In 1962, Hungarian coach Béla Guttmann led Benfica to their second consecutive European Cup victory. When the club refused to give him a pay raise, he left with these immortal words: "Not in 100 years from now will Benfica ever be European champions." Since then, radio silence in Europe. Benfica have reached 8 European finals and lost them all. The curse has been so precise that watching Benfica in a European final became like watching a horror movie. You know exactly how it ends. They've lost finals in the most heartbreaking ways possible. Penalties, last-minute goals, individual errors. Each defeat felt more cursed than the last. The scary part? Gutman's curse doesn't expire until 2062. Benfica fans are literally waiting for a century to pass. So there you have it, 8 curses that prove football is far stranger than any fiction writer could imagine. Which curse do you think is the most powerful? Have we missed any legendary hexes from your club? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and smash that subscribe button for more content that makes you question everything you thought you knew about the beautiful game. And remember, whether you believe in curses or not, somewhere out there, an England fan is still waiting for it to come home. See you next week.